Hey guys, so I want to talk about the full moon in Libra, and I am going to do some tea leaves for this one. So I hope you're having a fabulous day. Let's start off with setting an intention. Okay, so my name is Robin. Again, thanks so much for subscribing. I have a business called Horseman Readings. You can check that out through horsemanreadings.com. If you're interested in my membership, my blog, my shop, and of course booking a reading or healing with me. So setting the intention that we get exactly what we need here in this space. A full moon is really a time of releasing, letting go of anger, letting go of frustration. So Libra kind of helps us bring energy back into balance. And a big concept with this full moon is love, just focusing in on love, bringing love into your space. That's been a big theme with our last week as well. Excuse me. Definitely still getting better. If you've been watching any of my videos underneath Instagram or TikTok and Facebook, been getting out actually things more, even though my throat hasn't been very great. So it is taking me a while to heal. However, thanks for everyone who has sent me some love that way. Today, I did a live underneath my spiritual support team through Facebook. That's a free group that you can support each other in. Today, we're talking about negative energy, how to handle that, how to raise our vibration. And of course, bringing love in is the best thing that we can possibly do. Okay. All right. So let's get in with these messages here right away. I'm feeling like music is going to be significant for us around this time. So put um, frequency tones on that uplift you. I've been working with the angel realms a bit more, and what the angels are saying for us to focus in on is enlightenment. And enlightenment is essentially getting to a place in our life where we no longer feel the heaviness anymore. Okay, so pay close attention to that. That's what a full moon is. It's time to like dissect the energy and allow it to vanish into thin air. So laughter, medicine, that sort of thing, that's going to be helpful too. Okay. So right away, I'm using my Easter bunny um, espresso cup here. I do coffee as well. Coffee kind of brings things in a little faster, whereas tea is a little bit of a slower foundation, that sort of thing. So if you want something to come in right away, then bring coffee into your space, into your altar, things like that. That might be helpful. Okay. However, I'm working more with divine timing here. That was what we talked about today in our live through Facebook as well. All right, guys, don't forget to like this video if you enjoy these. Okay, so here's what we're seeing in our cup here. Okay, so first thing that comes up here. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Okay, let me know in the comments. First thing that comes up here is okay. So it feels like there's some things we need to start filtering. Okay. And this is what came out for our season. So very interesting energy here. All right. So a big thing that I see is there's a filtration process, right? We can't just go and do things and expect us to get results. Like there's a trial and error with this full moon. So remind yourself, like you're doing your best. That's going to be really important. Also, I'm feeling like it's a great month in general, if you watched the April reading, to get some support as well. That comes up with mentors and groups and things like that. Finding your people is going to be really important at this time. When we look at this season, it's very thin, it's long, and it's tall. Okay. This actually tells me that we've got some winter going on. Okay. Because it feels like it's like a downpour of or an outpour of something. And so to me, that tells me like when everything's kind of happening at once. So with this full moon, you might find there's a lot going on. There's been a lot of stuff happening in astrology that hasn't been happening in a long, long time. And so there was a lot of stuff happening with the Aries energy. It was like all this different stuff was happening, and it was forcing everybody to start new. And so what you're going to be finding with this full moon is that it's really a time of a lot of things all happening happening at once, but it's big, big change, okay? So let's go into the Akashic record, see what they have to say with it for our full moon in Libra, for all of our people here watching. Doesn't matter if you're watching live or not. Okay, I feel like there are some people who have a lot of fear as well watching. So be mindful of that at this time to not be afraid to open up to receive positive healing light because it feels like there are some people who are rejecting positivity. And so why are you rejecting positive energy? What's going on there? If you want to get a personal reading with me, absolutely do that in my membership group. We also have support through email, and then when I create the content, I can offer some clearings, healings, and some answers for you that way too, okay? All right, so, ooh, geez, all over the table. It's funny, I knew that I was going to be spilling stuff. So you might find that this is a time for premonitions as well. When we're working with full moons, it's actually a time to do some like witchy spells, things like that. So underneath my playlist, rituals and practices, you can see a few spells there for like money, relationships, things like that. I'm also going to be doing a money spell around this full moon as well here on YouTube, so I can kind of show you how to bring some of that in. I have a couple different versions that I want to try with you guys, so that'll be interesting. All right, this water is changing really quickly, so everything is happening rapidly. So although I was saying like talking about the coffee and that things are going to be a bit slower with the tea, I still sense that it's still moving quite quickly, even though it might feel like it's moving slowly. So if there's something that you need to do legally as well. That's coming up. Libra represents anything legal as well. So you might find that there's some stuff that you need to double check, triple check that you're signing. I'm seeing checks with money, which is great, which is funny. I was saying I'm going to do a money spell for this full moon. So the other thing too is it's because it's like so fast paced, we do need to slow down. That's kind of what I'm getting. Okay, so that's maybe where the slow energy is coming up. The other thing too, as I dump my cup here. Okay, so now as I dump my cup, you might see something in it. Let me know, guys, if you see anything. I kind of get like an umbrella. Okay. I know it's a weird umbrella, but that's what I'm getting. So umbrellas typically represent someone who needs to shelter themselves, somebody who needs to protect themselves, that sort of thing. So full moons are a very sensitive time, especially when we're going through our own stuff. So if you're feeling like you have demons and shadows, which we all do, it's time to work on that. This is a full moon where we release that. Probably why I was feeling called to the money spell. I find for me, that's the number one block with people. They might say like, I'm looking for love, but it still feels like sometimes they're looking for a man that's rich. Or like, I want to win the lottery, things like that. And so I really feel like money is probably people's biggest block. Like, why are you not manifesting abundance? Why are you feeling that way? Because a lot of that is an emotion, right? So if you remind yourself of that, as we also look in here, it's like there's somebody who might feel stuck on a timeline or something like, I have to do this within a year, I have to do this within a month, that sort of thing. And I feel like that having to in a time frame or in a timeline is actually what's causing you grief. So let go of anything that's happened to you in the past where somebody may have been on your path for a short time and you wanted them to be there for a longer time, and now you're still hanging on to that past. Okay, so past relationships are definitely going to be coming up. Anything to do with alcohol as well, if you have an attachment to someone with alcohol, cutting that cord, cutting the energy around the alcohol is what's more coming up. There might be somebody with heart health issues as well at this time. And so just be mindful of your energy when you're around that person or those people, because it feels like you need to be really sensitive towards their needs at this time, because everybody's so sensitive, and it's really important like that the emotions are being taken care of at this time. All right, guys, I feel like we got the messages that we need, and I'm going to get out of the record, say thank you so much. And again, Let me know if you enjoyed this in the comments. I'd love to hear. Make sure you check out my full moon ritual as well so you can do your own. If you want to hop into our membership group, I'll also put that below as we do full moon rituals and theta healing every month. Bye for now.